Hi, I'm challenging you by challenging myself to change. Now, if you are disgruntled about self-development and self-help, as if nothing happened when you tried to actually change, then you should stick around and watch this video. Self-development and self-help does have fallacies because a lot of books don't really give clear instructions of exactly how we should go about changing. I want to start off by telling you a little bit about myself and answering your obvious question of why listen to me and why take this challenge with me. I'm Blackie. I studied at the University of Stellenbosch in South Africa. I did an honours degree in anthropology and third year psychology. I then worked at a big corporate organization in South Africa in human resources. I spent 13 years doing the entire employee cycle from employing them all the way through to dismissal. We then took a small boat, a 39-foot sailing boat, and we sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. We did the Brazilian coastline and we sailed onto the Caribbean. We chartered in the British Virgin Islands in the Caribbean as well as in the Seychelles Islands for a 10-year period. We then returned to South Africa and we did organic vegetable farming. And unfortunately, we had to stop that because of the great drought that the Northern Cape had a couple of years ago. Since then, it was difficult for me to find a job in South Africa, so I tried my hand at day trading for a 4-year period. I currently do day chartering out of a local place on the west coast of South Africa. And I have recently started 3 different YouTube channels. Now, having said that, my challenge would be to make one of my channels monetized by the 25th of December this year. So I'm giving myself, give and take, about 7 or 8 months to achieve that goal. And as we progress, I will keep you informed of how things are going. Now, as I said in the beginning, this will be a very practical guide for you to change. So first and foremost, and this is crucially important, I'm an old school guy, so I still believe in having a book in front of me and writing stuff down. Whatever way you want to follow is okay, but please, you need to have a workbook. This workbook would be your roadmap to self-discovery. As we go along in this course, you will discover a lot of things about yourself that will tremendously help you in the process of change. So please, the workbook is crucially important. Now, the first thing that goes into that workbook, and this is the fun and the nice portion of change, is we're going to dream a bit now. You're going to sit down, you're going to ask yourself, what exactly is it that I want to change about me? Now, if you already have, and a lot of people will, an idea of what that is, then just start off in your workbook by writing that or typing that down. For example, and when you do so, be very, very specific. As an example, you can write there, I want to weigh 70 kilograms less. I want to weigh 20 kilograms less. I want to weigh 4 stones less. If it is something like, I want to stop smoking, that's straightforward. Just write that down. I want to stop vaping. I just want to be more healthy. Well, we'll get to that. whatever it is that you're passionate about changing for you and in your life, write that down. Now, what you need to include, you need to obviously say who that is for. So we've covered the what. Now it's important to write down where. If you're going to go with losing weight, then you might find that you might want to go to a gym. So just write down where exactly that activity will take place. Another important one is to say by when you would like to see this done. So give a specific date, be very, very specific in that. And then the other one that's also crucially important is why. Now here, please spend a lot of time. Here you really need to sit down and really think hard about all the whys that you can think of to initiate this change for you. Be very, very specific and get as much as you can. Get ChatGPT to help you with that. Maybe if you have close friends or if you have support from your family, talk to them especially about the why. As we go along, you'll see that this becomes crucially important in your ability to change. Now for me, it would look something like, I would love to have my channel monetized by Christmas for me, because I would love to grow and I would love to do something different and I would love to be a content creator. I might not be one as yet, or I might be struggling with that or some facets of that. But it's important for me to write that why down. Why am I doing it? I need to say because I enjoy it. Why? Because also from a monetary point of view, it would be nice to have money for us to survive. So those reasons, the why is crucially important. So spend a lot of time there. Now, this one may surprise you. But don't be surprised, because this is where a lot of self-development and self-help go wrong. As far as the how is concerned, how on earth am I going to do this? Just leave that blank. Do not worry about how this will take place. Do not worry about how you will stop vaping, how you would lose weight, how whatever. Just forget about how. Your brain will sort that out as we go along. Do not worry about the how. You'll see how amazing it is once we get this process going, that you will realize that the how is not important at all. I just quickly want to get back to the be specific portion. Now, I said earlier, I want to be more healthy. Now, that is not measurable. You won't know whether you've succeeded or not. So always think of your goals as having to be measurable in time. One of our goals when we started off with yachting was to buy a perfect sailing boat for us. So that was measurable. Once you get that, you know, okay, this is it. You can also make it measurable by saying, I want that specific car. I want that specific PC. Whatever that is, if it's materialistic stuff, it's actually easy. When it's more personal, it becomes slightly more difficult. Another example, don't say, I want to be a better person. Or don't say, I want to be more friendly. That's really not measurable. So please bear that in mind if you write down what exactly it is that you do want to change. I would really appreciate it a lot if you can leave a comment and tell me what it is that you're working on, or if you don't want to do that, just what do you think about this idea going forward. I would really appreciate your input. In the next module that will be titled A New You, Module 2, I will explain the process of change by using an analogy. Throughout the modules, I will be using an analogy of going from an old car to a new car, and that will explain to you how we are going to go about doing the entire process of getting you from here, where you currently are, to over there where you would like to be. I'll see you in Module 2. Have a wonderful day.